Hi everybody, welcome back to the Cupcake Jemma channel. Welcome to the Cupcake Jemma brand new studio, prep kitchen. This is not actually the studio. No, come back here, where are you going? We're staying in here today because it's not quite ready yet. You might see Jemma actually like pottering around, doing some painting. It is so close. We've just got a few little extra exciting bits to do, like we're gonna have it completely painted with this amazing design, which we can't wait to see, and I know you guys can't wait, but anyway, we couldn't wait. So we're up here again in the prep kitchen to show you a recipe, and this is for my absolute favorite brownie. It's another one of those things that I'm just like, how have I never shown you guys how to do this before? It is for a caramelized white chocolate and macadamia brownie. It is made with ground almonds, so it is like the ultimate fudge, because ground almonds are like super duper moist, and I love to bake with them, so it's accidentally gluten-free as well. So what I've got here, as you may have noticed, is some caramelized white chocolate. So I kind of did this in the oven. You can do it in the oven or you can do it in the microwave. In the oven, you just want to put it in at like 120. And then every 10 minutes you want to take it out and stir it. Just keep stirring it. Sometimes it feels like it's going a little bit stiff, but as soon as you stir it, it kind of loosens again. And you want to keep on going until you get to this ridiculously beautiful colour, and it smells so good as well. Your kitchen's going to smell amazing. So I'm actually just pouring it into this slightly smaller receptacle, which might seem a bit silly, but there is reason for that, and that's because I'm going to let this set and it's going to be a little bit chunkier so that we get amazing big old chunks of caramelized white chocolate in there. So that is that. I have done instructions on how to do it in the microwave before, so I'll pop a video to that in the description box below. But I'm just going to put that over there just to set, and we'll get on with making our brownie. So this is a really, really, really easy recipe to do. I'm going to be baking it in this 9-inch tin here, and if I remember, I'll try and give you guys another couple of options maybe, because not everyone has a 9-inch tin, I know that. So we'll try and make this nice and easy for you guys. But we're just going to start by lining it. So I'm using some spray here, but of course you can just do this with butter or a little bit of oil, and that's just going to help our baking paper stick down. And we always like to line our tins with baking paper because it just makes it so much easier to get your bake out at the other end, because it's ever so sad when it all gets stuck in your tin and you can't get it out. And you just have to get a fork in there, which is kind of fine, to be fair. Anyway, so that is nice and prepared. And then I'm also just going to turn my oven up because I had it at 120 for that chocolate. I'm going to 165C, which is fan assisted. Just bear with me, not used this oven or hob that much, but we'll get there. That's why I'm baking this super duper simple brownie. So again, we'll just pop that to one side and we'll get on with melting our chocolate and butter. So in this bowl here, as you can see, I've got 280 grams of a 70% chocolate, which is super dark, super rich, but because it's got all the butter and the sugar in it, you kind of want it to be like a dark chocolate to get that really intense flavour. And 280 grams of unsalted butter. It can be cold, it can be soft, it doesn't really matter because we're going to melt it. We're going to do that on a bain-marie. So I've got a saucepan here with about 1 inch or so of water in, and we're going to turn that up to a high speed, and as soon as the water's boiling, we'll drop it down to a simmer and pop our bowl on top. So I've just been stirring this kind of on and off until it is completely melted and looking divine. So we'll just let that kind of cool down slightly. It doesn't need to be completely cold or anything, and we'll get on with whisking up our sugar and our egg whites. So I've got 250 grams of caster sugar, could be granulated sugar as well. That's going to go in there, and we've got 3 eggs, which I am, as usual, just going to crack into this separate bowl, just to make sure we don't get any shell in our brownie, because I mean, I like texture, but not when it's eggshell, guys. Right, so 3 whole eggs, drop it in there, and I'm going to turn my mixer on to a kind of medium-high speed. I'm going to keep it whisking until it is really, really thick and it'll be very pale in colour. I wasn't going to show you, but I am going to show you because this is actually really important that you get your sugar and your eggs to this stage. Can you just see how kind of fluffy and airy this is? Now this is super important because this is how we're getting air into this brownie. We're not using any raising agent, and of course we've got no flour, like self-raising flour or anything to get any nice air. I shouldn't have taken this off. Oh, she's back on. Right. So what we're going to do now is turn the mixer back onto the low speed, and we're going to very gradually pour in our melted butter and chocolate mixture. So now all of that is in. We're going to turn off the mixer, and it's time to add some dry ingredients. So we'll just remove the whisk, get as much of that off as possible, and then through the sieve we're going to add the dry, starting with 40 grams of cocoa powder. So pop that in, and then we've got our ground almonds, and we're going to pop that through too, along with about half a teaspoon of salt. I don't have a measure, so use my eyes, there we go. And we'll just sift this through just to get rid of any kind of big lumps of cocoa powder. So I think I forgot to tell you, but it was 160 grams of ground almonds. Don't forget that you can find the full ingredients list in the description box below. But whilst you're here, if you want to get like a proper downloadable full kind of recipe with instructions, photos, ingredients, then join us over on our bake club, which is patreon.com/CupcakeJemma, and you can get one of those kind of recipes every single time we upload here on YouTube. Anyway, let's get this mixing. So we're going to go onto the lowest speed, and we're just going to let all that dry ingredients mix through. So now we can start adding additions, starting with, not really an addition, an essential, some vanilla extract. So just about, again, I've not got my spoon, but half a teaspoon in there, just for good measure. And of course, this is the best one you can get, people. You can get this from CupcakeJemma.com. It is crumbs and doilies certified. We've literally been using it forever in the bakery. Anyway, proper additions. Now I'm going for macadamia and caramelized white chocolate, but you can do anything you like. You can do any nuts, any chocolate chips. I like macadamias because they've got this really gorgeous buttery kind of texture and taste to them. And I've got 100 grams, so use whatever nuts you like, but go for 100 grams. So we're gonna pop those in. And for the chocolate, again, use whatever you like, but I'm using our caramelized white chocolate because it is just the best thing in the world. And I'm gonna chop this up into huge chunks because there's nothing better than jumping into a brownie and seeing and eating and feeling those incredible chunks of chocolate. And we're gonna roughly chop this up and put it into the mixer with our macadamia nuts. This brownie is mainly chocolate and nuts and a little bit of brownie, but that's how I like my brownie. So we're just going to pop the mixer on to the low speed just to kind of distribute all of that around the batter. It is time to put this into our tin. So we'll just take this off, scrape all of this goodiness. I've definitely got the better job today, guys. We can just kind of hear Jemma like whimpering in the background saying she's got the worst job today. We're not really sure what she's doing, scraping bits off walls and stuff, so we've got the good job. So let's just pour all of this in. Oh my gosh, look at it. And then it's pretty loose, this batter, but I do want to even it out just with my palette knife, or you could just use the back of your spatula or a spoon. And before it goes in the oven, just for those Instagram likes, you know, just gotta make this look super duper pro. I've got a few more kind of macadamia nuts and chunks of chocolate, which we're gonna pop on the top of our brownie, because this is what it's all about. Delicious. So this is going to go into the oven, which I think I already said, but I'll say it again, 165 degrees C, which is fan assisted, and it's going to go in for somewhere between 27 to 30 minutes. But we want it to come out when there's still a little bit of goo when you pop your skewer or your knife into the middle of it. Just got to work out how to do the timer. All right, should I go and help Gemma? Fine. Pretty sure it is ready, but we'll just do the old skewer test right in the middle. I can tell it is feeling moist. Can you see we've got a little bit of goo on there, but it's not like completely coating it, it's just a little bit, and that's what we want. It might look a little bit soft. It's perfect, guys. Now, the only thing we need to do, really, is let it cool down. So it's gonna take about kind of half an hour to 45 minutes to cool down, but then you're gonna have to wrap it and put it in the fridge. And that is so essential because I think Dane's told you this tip before, but if you want like the fudgiest, most beautiful kind of texture to your brownie, putting it in the fridge overnight if possible, but for like a couple of hours, it really, really helps, particularly with this brownie, which is made with the ground almonds. So this isn't gonna be ready till tomorrow, but that's okay because this is ready right now. Through the power of video, I have made one yesterday. It's been in the fridge. Oh! Just lift it. Also, it's like such a big piece of brownie, but it looks absolutely divine. I know it's going to taste incredible. Mm. Mm. It is so intensely chocolatey. The kind of texture is like, it's not like a normal brownie. It is like absolute. Just kind of melts in your mouth. Your teeth just fall through it. The ground almonds just work their moist, gooey magic in there. And don't worry, if you don't really like the taste of almonds, it really doesn't pull through. It's all about the texture. And then you've got the kind of crunch from that buttery macadamia. This is so, so good. Do you know what I've also done with this one? I've warmed it up in the microwave and I've served it with ice cream as a pudding. Yeah, that's right. So I hope you guys really love this brownie recipe. Please give it a go because I promise if you've never made a brownie with ground almonds before, it is going to transform your life, 100%. If you know someone that's gluten intolerant, then do share this video with them. I know a lot of you kind of asked for gluten-free recipes before, so hopefully this has satisfied some of your needs. Let us know what you want to see here on the channel. I can't tell you exactly what's going to be here next week because I really hope that we're going to be out there, all right? But we're not entirely sure right now. But stay tuned, make sure that you have subscribed, hit the bell next to the subscribe button as well so that you get a notification every time we upload. Keep sharing all your photos with us over on Instagram. Join us over on our Bake Club as well. I'll put links to everything in the description box below. Now all that I have left to do is feed little Cupcake out there because she's been working hard, guys, you know? So I think it's only fair that we take her a little bit of this. Jemma Johnson brownie! Yeah! I thought so, come on. Brownie delivery!
Yay! This looks great. Can you feed me though, because I'm filthy?
Yeah, I'll feed you. Yeah, big old chunk there. Yummy?
Yeah. Really yummy.
Yeah, look at it, beautiful. That'll keep you going, won't it? Right, see you later, guys.
Bye.
Ready for more?
No.